I kick it.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina,
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for
it's
Chicago.
the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Darnold from the gun. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made. At the 33.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over.
6-yard line.
Push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a give right side. Connor. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
He's tackled at
not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes him back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Off the play fake. Townsend. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Townsend.
Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sam Darnold sacked.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be first and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They'll run on first down. Connor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Looking to throw on second down. Townsend. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 21 yards.
On first and 10, Townsend. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete.
A big play there. 49 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. Just wait.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Eddie Pinheiro.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Here's Darnold. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Down at the 23.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
They run the counter. O'Neal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Chicago.
Looking to throw. Townsend dances, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Number 33.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Good.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And here now the offense heading back out there. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
And stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire...
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be third down.
4, and it's third down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Townsend. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Yeah, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
3-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
2-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Operating from the gun, Townsend. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Oh, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
22-yard line.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also at a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Off play action. Townsend. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Darnold. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards. And the Bears first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A gain of 3, second down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun, Townsend. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again, Townsend. And he comes back with one complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On third down, Townsend. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. That catch good for only a couple. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
4th down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. That's to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pick. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Bears push further out in front.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to come.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!"
Yeah. It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Onto the field now come the Bears. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. O'Neal. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Operating from the gun, Townsend, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in, and the Bears will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
The score, Bears 42.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. There's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. A sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the Wild Card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Townsend. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Complete to number 13. An 8-yard pickup. And the Bears 1st down.
Off the play fake. Townsend. He juked him. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Townsend's pass.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The Bears on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bears on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Townsend. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Now Darnold, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw is Darnold. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got his target, that's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, Darnold. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Darnold now to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
On 1st down, Harden. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
1 yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Townsend. And that is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore.
Complete to
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And long, it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown. They'll run on 1st down. Connor. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Connor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
To the ball carrier.
And quickly they get to the line.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Connor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Today's final
In a wild